All right, your latest single, Not Another Word, with featuring Protoje and Agent Sasco. How did that come about?
The first time I heard that rhythm that it's on, I was by Protoje's house, and he was just playing the rhythm over and over and saying that, you know, he has an idea for a song, and he sang up a portion of the verse that he had, and I remember saying, I think this is cool. And, he was asking me if I wanted to be a part of it. And I was like, I really like the topic that he's singing about, so I wouldn't mind being a part of it. And he said, okay, but he needed somebody else. And he asked me what I think about Agent Sasco being on it. And I said, I really think he'd be perfect for it, because Agent Sasco to me is really good at like social commentary,
Right.
And so he said, he's going to reach out to him. And I think probably a week later, he reached out to him, and Sasco invited him to his studio. And we went there. I didn't really have the full chorus yet. I had an idea of what I wanted it to sound like. And we went up there. Protoje sang his part. Sasco didn't have anything yet. I think it was actually the first time he was hearing the rhythm too. And he was just like, all right, I get what you're talking about. And he just going to the studio and freestyle his part until it was done. And then they both helped me to construct my part.
I like that. I like to hear that. Sometimes some of our fans, no matter where they are in the world, they don't know that you got to sprinkle some things when you're creating, not just a single song or a collaboration, but sometimes, songwriters help other songwriters, and you might have a melody and they find the words.
For sure. I mean, if I'm working, if I'm collaborating on a song with somebody, I expect that. I expect that we're going to be actually working together to put the song together. Otherwise, it's just pieces of ideas, put together. It's not really a collaborative effort.
Certainly chemistry, and that video was excellent. It was very futuristic and hardcore at the same time. So kudos.
Yeah, man. That was a fun video to work on too.
Another single that I'd like to discuss is the song that you have with Tarrus Riley on his latest project, Blam.
Kind of dangerous right there. So I don't know. I don't know if you're up to talking about the dangerous love something there.
Yeah, man, that was also really fun working on. I've always wanted to do a song with Tarrus Riley. I think he's an exceptional singer and songwriter. And so I met Izzy the night before we worked on that song. He was telling me that he has a rhythm that he wanted to get me on. I think that was the I Spy instrumental, and I was like, yeah, whenever we have time, we can definitely link up and work on it. And the next day he called me and he asked me if I was free, and I was saying yes. And he's like, I'm also working exclusively on Tarrus Riley's project, and he has a song, and he mentioned that he thinks that you'd be perfect for it. And I was like, I'm not doing anything today. I'll come by the studio and check it out.
Easy.
I went there. Yeah, I went there. Tarrus wasn't there because he had some family emergency he had to deal with. They played me the song, and I just wrote my part, sang it, and that's how that song came about.
Wonderful. And speaking of Izzy, you have quite a few producers on your latest project, The Experience. Talk about some of those producers. Give them some credit.
Yeah, man, we worked with quite a few young producers on my project. So for where I'm coming from, which was out already, that's with Natural High and Casper Productions. We had Solitude, which was produced by Zaya, Ayatash, and JLL. Most people know JLL through his works with Savannah. He's also the producer of the track called Breadfruit with Chiching. Work on Whole Heap and Chronix' latest single also. We have, what's the next track? Stars
Winter
Align.
James. Okay.
Oh yes, Stars Align is Winter James and Monty. Monty's Protoje's guitarist.
Yes.
Forget Me is Winter James. What's it? Second Chance, that's Sapphire Music Productions. That's one of my elder from long time. Them call him Sprocket. And Thy Will, that's Protoje.
Yeah. Absolutely beautiful, and your visuals are also beautiful. So let's give those visual artists some respect for your project, contributing to your project.
Yeah, man, for sure. So where I'm coming from, that was shot by Nikki Kane. You know, a collaborative effort between her and Yannick. That's Protoje's creative director.
Yes.
For Solitude, that's Nikki Kane. I Spy, that was shot by Danny. He's from LA. Um, which other song? Second Chance was Nikki Kane, which was out for a while. Forget Me, that video is due soon. Really excited about that one. That's by Wicked Media. He normally works with Javilani. Which other music video do I have out? Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Very impressive, very impressive. And again, coming from the selector side, from the radio, the media side, sometimes we understand when videos and songs get released. And the fans are kind of blown away. How you shoot so much video? Oh, you have so much, content. But it does
Yeah.
take planning. It does take, those steps.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like way before the project was done, I knew that I wanted to put out videos for each of the songs. Some of them we didn't really get to do it because of the whole COVID situation, but we had already started working on some, and so we're just basically checking to see, how things are progressing now with what's happening. It's a little better here in Jamaica, so we're planning on the other videos. So for right now, I think the next video we're going to be releasing is Forget Me. And then we plan to just shoot something for everything else.
I tell you, say I
Don't
might
forget.
song. I tell you, say I might song. All right.
Nice, nice.
You got a beautiful gift guitar from Protoje. Does it have a name yet?
Yeah, man, Baby P.
Oh,
Yeah, Baby P,
I like
man.
that. I like that. And obviously when the launch pre-COVID and we had a virtual experience, there's a lot of people, a lot of good people, a lot of names showed up. That's
Yeah,
good to
man.
the network, right? You have a good network of supporters.
Swiss Beats, Popcorn, to name a few.
Yeah. Yeah, man, for sure. That was pretty good because I was a bit worried. I mean, it was my first project, and due to what was happening, I wouldn't be able to have an actual launch, which I was looking forward to. But we decided, let's just have a virtual launch where I go on Instagram live and just play the songs. Coffee came through and was on it for a while. Then Popcorn came in and he wanted to call in. He came on for a while. After Popcorn, Swiss Beats came on. That's where he actually announced that he'd be doing the Jamaican verses. And a friend of mine also, who is also a young producer slash singer-songwriter, Tessellated.
Yeah.
He was just in the comments saying he got dressed for it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, well, you need to come on and show your outfit. And
Yeah.
it was a really great thing because if I had an actual launch, I think the most people we'd get based on the venue would have probably be like around
Talk.
500 or so. But
Yeah.
like on the Instagram live, I think just between people coming and passing through the different accounts, we had about 20,000 people.
That's right.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, for sure.
It's very important for your fans to connect to you. How can they go about supporting you, your music?
Yeah, man, it's on social media. You can find me Lila Ike everywhere. So that's LILAIKE, and that's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm mostly active on Twitter and Instagram. So if anybody want to reach out, they can link me there. My email is LILAIKE music is spelled with a K instead of a C, so musik@gmail.com. So Lila Ike music@gmail.com. For the project and like all my other singles and collabs, those are available on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, almost every platform you can think about that does streaming, it will be there.
I like it. I like it. And it's the same way we always got to ask a question before we let our artists move forward. We're going to see you in the streets. We're going to see you in different countries. Like I say,
Yeah.
the sound system thing. But
Yeah.
there's always something that somebody's going to say, well, maybe you shouldn't speak your mind too much on, you know, Jamaican politics or Black lives and things like that, because you're just an artist, Lila. Just sing some
Yeah.
lovey song. So how do you
Mm.
balance personal opinions with, no, this is the business, I should really just focus on my music?
I mean, if I'm gonna be focusing on my music, it means that I'm going to be focusing on using my voice to basically air out whatever I feel inspired to sing about. So, yes, I do sing love songs. I sing songs about, things that are personal to me, my journey. But I feel like social commentary is something that has always been what people look forward to most from Jamaican music. Like historically from Bob Marley, Peter Tosh time and all of that. Even in light of what's happening and I'd revisit couple songs, they finally make sense to me now, Like so I feel like it's very important for that for being at the music. As I said, message in the music is the only way to fix it. So
Absolutely.
as Peter Tosh say, you can't just sing their love song every day. I love you this, I love you that. People come to music for all different kind of things. So for me personally, it's like I am always going to be singing about whatever affect me personally, because that's the point I can speak from, truth, and it can be anything, any topic, any theme.
And that's the best execution, and it shows with the quality of your work and your accomplishments in
Yeah, man, for
4 years. So salute.
yeah, for sure.
So we love it just like that. We're gonna rock and groove the same way. So big up all the sisters, because I big up my sister a lot. But
Yeah.
women are getting a lot more attention. So again, rock and groove and the Experience Project is only the beginning. So give
Hmm.
thanks for everything that you're
Love.
contributing to reggae music.
Yes.
Yeah, man, thanks so much. Thanks, you guys, for having me. Thanks for saying that. It means a lot. And we're going to just go and do it. All right. Yeah, man. So blessings and light. Thanks to everybody watching this. And thanks for tuning into the Sunsplash Mix Show with Ja Prince and Selecta Princess. Love, light, and prosperity always.